Hey guys, welcome back to MMA Library. Today in MMA and UFC news, Stephen Wonderboy Thompson versus Kevin Holland has been made official for UFC Fight Night on December 3rd. Holland recently announced he was retired and was done with wrestling, but as luck would have it, Wonderboy isn't a fan of wrestling either. Both are stand-up fighters, so this should be a great matchup. Who do you guys think takes the win? Let us know in the comments below. On a recent episode of the Believe You Me podcast, Michael Bisping tells the story of almost getting beaten up in the gym. Here's the clip.
Tonight, I said we weren't going to talk about this. I almost got assaulted and beaten up in a Bulgarian gym. I told you before, didn't I?
I'm glad they didn't kick your ass. It'd be real tough doing this with you had two black eyes or something.
Yeah, so I believe it'd be even harder turning up on set tomorrow to do a scene that we started today. You know, we got to finish it tomorrow, and I'm smashed to pieces. I told you before, so I'll keep it quick. I'm lifting weights. I'm on a bench. The whole row of dumbbells in front of me is not being used, and I've got like the 26 kilo. Right, I'm just like doing some shoulder press, and I'm sitting on a bench. Two guys come up, one of them says, "Can I use your weights?" I'm like, "No, sorry, I'm using these." You know, and in my mind, I'm like, "We can use the 25 or the 27 or whatever it was," because all the other weights are there. And they go up in like 1 or 2 kilo increments. Do you know what I mean? You want
one down and that'd be fine.
Yeah. You want these ones? There's loads of others. Sorry if it's not the optimum one you want, but I'm using these. Give me 5 minutes. You can have them. And then his buddy goes, "I want to use your bench." I'm like, "Well, I'm clearly using the bench." I said, 5 minutes. You know, and then they kind of stood there and stared at me. And I'm like, "What's going on here?" And then two of the mates show up, like big juice heads, covered in tattoos and whatnot. And like, you could just tell they're all chatting away in Bulgarian. I knew they were talking about me. You know what I mean? I was like, "Oh, here we go." So I'm trying to be careful. You know, I don't get a dumbbell over the back of my head and whatnot. You know, I haven't got eyes in the back of my head, and I haven't got eyes in the right side of my head either. Do you know what I mean? So I'm like constantly like looking around, and I think, okay, I'll go over to a different part of the gym. There's some machines over there just to try and diffuse it a little bit. And then they come over there. They follow me over there straight away, and I'm like, "Oh, for fuck's sake!" So I'm turning into a proper my old age. I'm getting abused by McGregor. Ooh, you're hard. And then I'm running away from gyms.
Brendan Shaub reacts to Mark Zuckerberg renting out the UFC Apex.
I don't give a if Mark Zuckerberg's cage side. Do your thing, dude.
Yeah.
I'll see you and Dan are boys now, whatever. And
but let it be like a regular event, and
yeah, bro, you're not the president of the United States. We don't need to stop this thing because somebody's come in with a bomb strapped to their chest. No one gives a fuck about Facebook. My grandma digs Facebook, but in general, like, it's not like he's that controversial. You know who's more controversial than him, and he's at every major pay-per-view, is Joe Rogan. Way more controversial than Mark Zuckerberg. And he can rent it out. What if Joe didn't feel safe? Was like, "Hey man, for this UFC in Houston where they're at, I don't want anybody around." People would be outraged. But this guy, because he's a billionaire, everyone's like, "Okay, that's cool." I don't think it's cool. I also up the fighters. For a lot of these fighters, feed off the energy. Conor McGregor, Justin Gaethje, they feed off the energy of the fan base because he has all the resources and all the means to make sure nobody else there cheering for you. All of a sudden, and he's renting out the arena and then showing up late. Are you out of your mind, dude? You're not a fan. If you're a fan of just mixed martial arts, you show up at the prelims. I don't like how the UFC's like, "Zuck, he's every one of us cage side." No, he's not. He's nothing like us. He's not one of us. Now, it's good to get a new fan base, but I don't know if this is the way to go, UFC.
Conor McGregor uploads yet another audio clip to Twitter. This time he squashes the beef with Michael Bisping. Here's the clip.
"Hey Mike, it's Conor here. Just getting on about that video. The last while I saw you didn't understand that I was simply acting. And I thought you would have known. Brother, all love, my man. God bless the show. God bless the fam. And God bless my man. Oh, yeah."
Charles Oliveira trains wrestling defense for his bout with Islam Makhachev at UFC 280. Conor McGregor drops his sparring partner with a huge left hand. In a recent interview with MMA Fighting, Justin Gaethje was asked about a potential fight with Conor McGregor, and he said he believes Conor is taking PEDs. Here's the clip.
If everybody would remember correctly, you know, I Cowboy, I beat Cowboy, and then he fought Cowboy right after that. I was primed, ready to go. Sounds to me like he's off taking steroids right now. He hasn't been drug tested by USADA in quite some time. I'm looking for a fair competition. You know, if he's on steroids, then give me steroids and let's go. Yeah, I'm down with that. But my health is my biggest factor. I have never taken a performance-enhancing drug, and I do not want to fight people that are taking performance-enhancing drugs. So,
what do you guys think? Will Conor respond to Gaethje's comments and start yet another feud? In a recent video, Chael Sonnen says it sounds like McGregor will be returning at 170 and talks about who on the roster seems most likely that he'll face in his return fight.
That he's returning now, it sounds like it's going to be at 170 pounds. And matchups for Conor get real fascinating at 170. I think that we can eliminate the title talk. I know that was real, but it turns out that Leon is under the Paradigm Management Company. So essentially, Leon and Conor are teammates. Leon and Conor match up very well, but Conor and Kamaru don't match up so well. Conor and Chimaev don't match up so well. But if we eliminate title talks, all of a sudden you start to have some very interesting matchups, not to mention you could just bring a 55-pounder up, right? Like nobody's off limits. Poirier has been wanting to go to 170. Chandler would bump up to 170. We can play this game. We don't have to, but Gaethje would go up to 170. So it starts to get really interesting for the what could be, what might happen. I don't know where the dialogue of Conor versus George Masvidal has gone to. I have no idea. It seems to have just disappeared. There was another conversation that came and went very quietly, which is the return of Nick Diaz.
Guys, thanks so much for checking out the video. If you like the content we do here on this channel, don't forget to like and subscribe to MMA Library for all the latest MMA and UFC news. We'll see you in the next video.